The so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Up next, a good one in the NFC West and a wild card rematch from a year ago, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Lynch, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Niner defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
They go play action now. Wilson out to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third and 3. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
The Niners are 8-4 now on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On 1st and 10, Young. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You talk about the Seahawk defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
George Kittle.
And finally brought down at the 38. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Back at the 42.
Second down, Young. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Why can't we score?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Young. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis.
And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start the drive with Lynch. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the
Turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Young on third down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On fourth down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Taken in at the 22. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, here's Wilson. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Lynch. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Wilson to throw.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Following the interception, Young.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
You ain't going nowhere.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, baby, you know the owner's happy with that one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw, Young. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a lot.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second down and 6 now.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14, 49ers 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Taylor now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that running game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Young, he's going to change it up.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Get it done now. No time to waste. Teamwork makes the dream work. Come on. Let's go, baby. Got it. Ready? Get the cheat code off.
Young now. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Now Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Point after here coming up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now wasting time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary. And that's a job well done there.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They try again with Lynch. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Young on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw, Young. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Young. This one caught by Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now they're in the hurry up. From the red zone now, Young steps away. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And oh, just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Seahawks send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 58 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. I think this is a free play for Wilson.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson is going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Young.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's 1st down. Here's Young.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Extra point attempt to come here.
Now Young going to move him around.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Young. Rolling to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. looks like he'll throw here.
We'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he will have a Niners first down. And that ought to be the run that seals the victory.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Young.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
14-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll run again.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game.